Today, we are bringing you an important update that many seniors across the United States are already noticing in their bank accounts. A number of Social Security beneficiaries have reported seeing deposits arrive that they were not necessarily expecting today, and naturally, this has created a lot of questions and curiosity. Some retirees woke up this morning, checked their accounts, and noticed money from Social Security appearing earlier than expected or appearing in a slightly different way than usual. In this update, we will explain what may be happening, why some deposits appear to be arriving earlier or differently, and how these payment patterns work. The goal is to make everything clear so that seniors, retirees, and anyone receiving Social Security benefits can understand what these deposits mean and what they should expect moving forward. Across the United States, millions of Americans depend on Social Security benefits as a major part of their monthly income. For many retirees, these payments cover essential costs such as housing, food, medication, and utilities. Because of that, any change or unexpected activity in a bank account connected to Social Security can quickly attract attention. In recent days, some beneficiaries have noticed payments appearing that seem to come outside the typical schedule they are used to. This does not necessarily mean a new benefit has been created or that something unusual is happening to their personal account. In many cases, it simply reflects how payment processing, scheduling shifts, and administrative updates work within the Social Security system. Social Security payments normally follow a predictable schedule. Most retirees receive their monthly benefits based on their birth date. Those born earlier in the month typically receive payments earlier, while those born later in the month receive payments later. This staggered system helps distribute payments across several days so the system can handle the enormous number of beneficiaries receiving funds each month. However, sometimes a deposit may appear earlier than expected due to banking processes, holiday adjustments, or payment scheduling changes that occur when the standard calendar does not line up perfectly with the payment timetable. Many seniors are familiar with checking their accounts on a certain day every month. When a deposit appears before that day, it can feel surprising, and sometimes people worry that something is incorrect or that the deposit may disappear later. In most cases, these early deposits are simply the result of the way banks process incoming government payments. Financial institutions often receive payment instructions from the federal system ahead of the official payment date. Some banks release the funds to customers immediately when the payment file arrives, while others hold the funds until the official date listed by the government. Because of this difference in bank policies, two seniors receiving the same Social Security benefit could see their deposits at different times, even though the payment was technically issued on the same day. One person might see the funds appear a day or two early, while another person might see them exactly on the scheduled payment date. Neither situation indicates a problem. It simply reflects how individual financial institutions handle payment processing once the funds enter the banking system. Another factor that sometimes causes what looks like a surprise deposit is when payment dates shift because of weekends or federal holidays. If a scheduled Social Security payment date falls on a weekend or holiday, the payment is typically moved to the previous business day. This ensures that beneficiaries receive their funds without delay. For someone expecting the payment on a specific calendar date, this adjustment may make the deposit appear earlier than usual, even though the payment is arriving exactly when it should based on official processing rules. In addition to regular retirement benefits, many people receive other types of Social Security support, such as supplemental security income or disability benefits. These programs follow slightly different payment schedules, which can sometimes overlap or shift depending on the calendar. When these different payment streams interact with bank processing times, it can create the appearance of unexpected deposits for some recipients. For seniors who rely on these funds each month, the most important thing to understand is that the Social Security system processes payments through a structured and organized system that has been designed to serve tens of millions of beneficiaries reliably. Even though deposits may sometimes appear earlier or slightly different than expected, the payment schedule itself follows a consistent structure that ensures benefits continue to arrive regularly. Another reason why some beneficiaries may see a deposit that feels unexpected is due to cost of living adjustments or recalculations that are applied to benefits. From time to time, Social Security benefits are adjusted to reflect inflation and economic changes. When these adjustments take effect, the payment amount may increase slightly, and the updated payment may appear with the next deposit cycle. For some retirees who are not closely following the official announcements, this increase can make a deposit appear larger than expected, which can also lead to the impression that a surprise payment has arrived. The cost of living adjustment, often referred to as COLA, is designed to help Social Security benefits maintain their purchasing power over time. As the cost of everyday goods and services rises, these adjustments allow retirees to keep up with inflation so their benefits continue to cover essential expenses. While the increase is usually modest, it still plays an important role in helping millions of seniors maintain financial stability. Another situation that can cause a payment to look unusual is when benefits are recalculated after updated information is processed by the Social Security system. For example, if earnings records are corrected or if additional qualifying work history is reviewed, the benefit amount may be updated. When that happens, the next payment may include a slightly different amount than the beneficiary is used to seeing. For retirees who receive their benefits through direct deposit, these changes often appear automatically in their bank accounts. The deposit description may look exactly the same as a regular Social Security payment, but the amount may be slightly higher than before. Because many people rely on predictable amounts each month, even a small difference can stand out immediately when reviewing a bank statement. It is also important to remember that the Social Security system manages payments for more than 70 million Americans. With such a large number of beneficiaries, the system relies on precise processing timelines and coordination between government agencies and financial institutions. Payments are prepared in advance, transmitted through federal payment networks, and then delivered to banks across the country. The moment when funds become visible in an account depends largely on the bank receiving the payment file. Some banks release deposits the moment they arrive, while others wait until the official payment date. Because of these differences, some seniors may see their deposits earlier than others, even though the payment was issued at the same time. When seniors notice a deposit that appears unexpectedly, the first step is usually to confirm the payment description in the bank account. Social Security deposits typically include identifying information that shows the funds came from the federal benefits system. Seeing this description can provide reassurance that the deposit is legitimate and part of the normal payment process. For many retirees, financial stability depends heavily on these benefits, and that is why understanding the timing and structure of Social Security payments can help reduce confusion and concern when unexpected deposits appear. The reality is that most of these surprises are simply the result of routine scheduling adjustments, banking policies, or administrative updates that occur behind the scenes within the payment system. Another aspect that sometimes contributes to unexpected deposits involves retroactive adjustments. If a benefit calculation is corrected or updated after a review, the system may issue an adjustment payment. This type of deposit can appear separately from the regular monthly payment. When that happens, it may look like an additional deposit even though it represents a correction to previous benefit calculations. These adjustments can occur when updated records are processed or when administrative reviews confirm that a beneficiary should have been receiving a slightly different amount in the past. When that correction is finalized, the payment may arrive automatically through the same direct deposit system used for regular monthly benefits. Seniors who receive such adjustments often see them appear without needing to take any action. The Social Security system processes these updates automatically once the correction has been confirmed. While not every beneficiary will experience this type of adjustment, it is one of the reasons some people occasionally notice deposits that they were not specifically expecting. Understanding how these different payment scenarios work can help retirees remain confident when reviewing their bank accounts. Even though deposits may sometimes arrive earlier or appear slightly different than expected, the underlying system continues to function according to established payment procedures designed to ensure that benefits reach recipients reliably every month. For many seniors, the most reassuring fact is that Social Security payments continue to follow a dependable schedule supported by federal systems and financial networks that process billions of dollars in benefits each year. These payments represent a vital part of retirement security for millions of Americans, and the system responsible for delivering them is structured to operate with consistency and accuracy.